Welcome, Panther Nation football fans, to another edition of Growlin' and Prowlin'. I am, of course, Mr. CeeLo, talking all things Carolina Panthers, from the postseason to the Super Bowl to the offseason to the draft, OTAs, preseason, and the regular season. Let the growlin' begin. Welcome back, all you Panther fanatics out there. Glad you could join us yet again for another edition of Growlin' and Prowlin'. Just wanted to give you guys a turn of events on what we're looking like tomorrow. What are the keys for tomorrow's possible victory against the Falcons? Which, as you guys know, when the show that I posted 3 months ago, I had us not faring so well. I mean, it'll be a good game for us, but I got us ultimately faring with starting the year out with a loss. And given the fact that the situation with Brian Burns has not been worked out yet, and then he posted this cryptic message, not sure what that means. I watched Spider-Man 3 and I saw that. I don't know. I guess maybe that means he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. I guess that's what that means. But we're hoping he doesn't do that. Us as the fans. But I understand. I know a lot of you guys are not going to understand. I totally understand where he's coming from. If I were in his situation, I would. But let's look at the keys for success when it comes to the Falcons game that we have going on tomorrow. When as the guys go to my neck of the woods, which is the ATL. He is. By the way, Burns is making the trip to Atlanta, so that does look good. But let's go to who the experts are picking. USA Today has the Falcons winning. USA Today has the Falcons winning. NFL.com has the Falcons winning. ESPN has the Falcons winning. And CBS has the Falcons 7-1 winning, with Will Brinson being the only one. I always save these things so we can use them as. But even though I'm taking them, I'm taking them to win tomorrow. Mike Florio and Chris Sims have the Falcons winning. And, this is an overwhelming theme. And I think what it's going to be is his first game. Falcons have a new defense. They're going to be more settled in than the Carolina Panthers. And as we can look at it and tell, the Panthers and even Bryce Young didn't have their feet set. Ike Ekwonu didn't have his feet set. Hopefully with Brian Burns making the trip, he can show up. And he wants to play. I'm hoping that, And just get it done. That's all I'm wanting to say. Get the damn deal done. The reality of it is, if he plays tomorrow, I think I go with the Panthers, because Desmond Ridder is going to make mistakes, and you've got to look at the fact that we've got ball hawks in that secondary. We can get pressure from anywhere with this Evero defense, but the thing about the Falcons is they're going to run this thing at least 40 times. Bijan Robinson's probably going to touch it 25 times. I would not be surprised if he runs it 25 times and Cordero Patterson runs it, and even Algiers runs it. You might see a few throws to Kyle Pitts. You might see a few throws to Drake London, but for the most part, I'm looking at it from the standpoint the Falcons are going to try to run this ball. And on the flip side, I don't know. Everybody's talking about the unleash of Miles Sanders. I think what's going to end up being, I hope I'm wrong, that we should have kept D'Onta Foreman. He fit what we wanted to do. And we should have waited and went after Dalvin Cook. That's my thought process on that. But I feel like even with we're us being shorthanded at the receiver position, I think we use the tight ends a little more. We can shore up what we need to do on offense. And Bryce Young's very good at eating up the middle of the field. We even saw it with the throws that he was able to make to Hayden Hurst. I think he's going to be a huge part of tomorrow. And Jonathan Mingo, I think Mingo is going to be a huge part of tomorrow's game. Not saying Thielen's not that dude, but I think Mingo is going to be huge if we can get him unleashed as well. I think Bryce has a pretty decent game. It's all going to depend on what Miles Sanders does. I really think that's what it's going to boil down to, Panther Nation, as to whether or not we're going to win this game. And we're going to have to stop the run. The Falcons are going to eat up the clock. I wouldn't think it was a stretch that the Falcons own time of possession. I wouldn't think that would be a stretch, guys. Atlanta wants to maintain possession of the football, and they want to be able to play good defense. This is Arthur Smith's thing. When they drafted Bijan Robinson, that's what they wanted to be able to do. Looking at what we've got to do on Jeremy Chinn's going to have a big game tackling the football. Frankie Louvu, and Shaq Thompson. There's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We probably see Amari Barno with Marquise Haynes on the sidelines for a couple of weeks, up to 4 weeks from what we're seeing. And we're going to have to be able to get some kind of a running game outside of Miles Sanders and Chuba Hubbard. Because it looks like with our receiving core as depleted as it is, we're going to have to make up the way we're going to make up. But as I said, most of your sports writers have us, I think it's 34 the Falcons and 34 Falcons and 2. Make that, with me, I've got the Falcons tomorrow too. I know a lot of people are saying, how can you be a Panther reporter and not go with the Panthers? Well, I'm being realistic. I think his first game, with Brian Burns not knowing, I think even with him, we still got to get a grip on what we're going to be. We don't have DJ Shark. We don't have Terrace Marshall. And Laviska Shenault is questionable. So we don't know. But let me know what you guys think. The Carolina Panthers going into the ATL tomorrow, my stomping grounds. Go to the Facebook page. Let me know what you think, who you got tomorrow. Be honest. Don't cap. And if you want to, comment why you think the Panthers are going to win tomorrow. Like I said, I got the Panthers going 11-6 this year. So we still got to lose 6 games, guys. So there's no big deal losing tomorrow. But like I said, let me know what you think. Give me your honest opinion. And here, guys, don't forget, like and subscribe to the show. And we'll catch you next time. Keep prowling the airwaves and keep growling out. Keep pounding.